and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? First and foremost, thank you so much for commenting, for liking, for subscribing and hitting the notification button so that you never miss any posts of mine. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't even talk really. My Nightwish family, I love you guys so much, and I know I haven't really been posting as many Nightwish videos for whatever reason. And I know that I'm overdue posting the Poet and the Pendulum to get to it. So in case you don't know who I am yet, I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm a music producer and composer, I'm an artist, and I'm a vocal performance coach, and I love doing reaction videos for you guys. You know, I love Nightwish. It was one of the first bands I started reacting to on this channel, and you guys are just amazing. And everything I've heard so far from them, I absolutely love. And I was told it's time for the Poet and the Pendulum, and actually I started doing it like maybe a month and a half ago, and it was just not the right time, and I wanted to do a bit more research and like really give you my full attention. And so here we are. With no further ado, let's get into it. Before we get started, I was told to really like get more into it because apparently, and I now know that this is probably one of the most important songs from the band, from Tuomas, because it was very emotional, it was very deep, and coming from being a songwriter, being an artist, being in a band, and having broken up my own band, it's like a divorce from a marriage. It can be really painful. And so I understand that Tuomas wrote that song about the band parting with Tarja. And so it was it's gonna be pretty painful, and it's gonna be pretty emotional. And so what I found out is that the open letter that, so they played one last show, and she played that she sang, and they realized that it's just not working out. And I didn't actually review that show, or maybe I did review the Ghost Love score. Like, I reviewed that one, and then there was another really epic song that she sang, and I may want to like review a few more of her performances if you guys want me to. I mean, after all, she was one of the founding members of Nightwish, but I wanted to share what I found, and most of you probably already know this, but just in case, I wanted to share what I found out one more time about Tarja and Tuomas and the entire band, basically, talking, how it all happened. Anyway, I'm digressing, but I can understand how painful it must have been. So after the last concert that they did, the band realized that they were just not, it was not going to work out, and they wrote an open letter to Tarja. And so the letter here says, "Dear Tarja, it's time to choose whether the story of Nightwish ends here or whether it will still continue an undetermined period of time. We've been working with this creation for 9 years, and we are not ready to give up yet. Nightwish is a way of life, something to live for, and we are certain we can't let it go. Equally certain is the fact that we cannot go on with you and Marcelo any longer. During the last years, something sad happened, which I've been going over in my head every single day, morning and night. Your attitude and behavior don't go with Nightwish anymore. There are characteristics I would never have believed to see in my old dear friend. People who don't talk with each other for a year do not belong in the same band." I totally agree with that. We are involved in an industry where the business side of things is necessary evil and something to worry about all the time. We are also a band which has always done music from the heart because of friendship and the music itself. The mental satisfaction should always be more important than money. I love that. Nightwish is a band. It's an emotion. to you, unfortunately, business, money, and things that have nothing to do with those emotions have become much more important. You feel that you have sacrificed yourself and your musical career for Nightwish rather than thinking what it has given to you. This attitude was clearly shown to me in two things you said to me in an airplane in Toronto. I don't need Nightwish anymore. And remember, Tuomas, that I could leave this band at any time, given you only 1 day's warning in advance. I can't simply write any more songs for you to sing. You have said, you have said yourself that you are merely a guest musician in Nightwish. Now that your visit ends, and we will continue Nightwish with a new female vocalist, we're sure this is an equally big relief for you as it is for us. We all have been feeling bad long enough. You told us that no matter what, the next Nightwish album will be your last one. However, the rest of us want to continue as long as the fire burns. So there's no sense in doing that next album with you either. The four of us have been going over the situation countless times, and we have realized that this is the thing we want to do in life. Good decision, huh? Sorry if I'm like not reading well. It's all we can do. In December 2004 in Germany, you said that you will never tour again for more than 2 weeks at a time. You also said that we can't forget about US and Australia because the fees and the sizes of venues are too small. In interviews, I've mentioned that if Tarja leaves, that would be the end of the band. I understand that people will think this way. Nightwish is, however, the scenery of my soul, and I'm not ready to let go because of one person. A person who wants to focus her creativity to somewhere else, a person whose values don't match mine. We were never bothered by the fact that you didn't participate in writing and arranging songs. You never in 9 years came to rehearse the songs with us before going in the studio. I'm getting chills because that's kind of crazy. Not the fact that while on tour you always wanted to fly separately from us with your husband. Not the fact that you are in an undisputed front image of the band. We accepted and felt okay about everything except greed, underestimating the fans and breaking promises. It was agreed by the five of us that Nightwish would be the priority in everything that we are doing during 2004 and 5. Still, so many things were more important to you. The ultimate example being the ready sold out show in Oslo, which you wanted to cancel because you needed to rehearse for your solo concerts, meet friends, and go to movies. Those were the words Marcelo used in an email explaining the cancellation. This being said, one example of so many. I couldn't think of a worse way of being selfish and dismissing our fans. Nightwish is a way of life and a job with many obligations. To each other and to the fans. With you, we can't take care of those duties anymore. So I'm going to stop here for a minute because, oh my God, I can so relate. Being in my own band, you know, when you don't have the right members, it's so hard to keep that band going because they hold you back. And it is really sad, you know, like when you realize that some people just don't have the same vision as you, and that's what happened with my band. Sadly, I broke my band up because I just felt it was the right thing to do, and obviously we weren't as big as Nightwish, but I feel like that has been the best decision they could have made, because if you don't have someone who is super responsible and full 100% in, it's not going to work. And so that was a great decision. So I'm going to stop right here because I think we've heard enough of that. This is sad enough. Whew. The last phrase or like the last paragraph is like, this decision is not something we're especially proud of, but you gave us no choice. The gap between us is too wide and the decision is made by us for I can't say unanimously. Oh my God. Oh, embarrassing. We are beyond the point where things could be settled by talking. All the best for your life and career, Tuomas. Wow, that is pretty freaking heavy. But something that needs to be faced, because can you imagine they would have just like given up, you know? God. That would have been horrible. And then Tarja wrote back, and maybe I don't even want to like go over the whole letter, but yeah, I guess she was just done, and maybe, you know, still everything that has happened is not enough to make them evil in my eyes. New comes the time to calm down and reflect upon all of this. I mean, things about me, but the fact that they involved Marcelo, my husband, crossed the line. He is the man I love, my friend, and has been my biggest support for all the years. It's just sometimes people's priorities change. And what's then super important is that people have communication going on. And I guess that's what unfortunately happened, like openly, but it was something that needed to happen. So with that said, that is very sad, and it's like it's an end of an era, obviously. And you know, I always like to say that every ending is a new beginning, and apparently, obviously, that's what happened with Nightwish. So I understand that this song is super sad, and it's very, you know, it's about Tuomas wanting to end his life, and thankfully he put all that energy, they put all their energy into the music versus like actually taking action on that. And with that said, you know, if any of you have those thoughts, just know there's always help and reach out. You know, I have a lot of friends and have met a lot of people who have taken their lives, and they didn't show it. And so don't think that, you know, don't be ashamed and don't be afraid to reach out if you're feeling like that. But I think most of us here who really appreciate Nightwish know better and know that there's always hope and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So with no further ado, let's get into the song I dreaded to listen to, because I know it's going to be heavy and emotional, but it's also cleansing, because when we take the art and channel pain into our art, into whatever we do, that is the most healing thing, not just for ourselves, but for the world. Because how many of us are being healed by hearing that, and by, you know, knowing that, wow, if he made it through it, so can I, right? And that is probably most likely the case for him writing this. So I tilted my camera a little bit more so we can watch this together and get into it. So it's the Poet and the Pendulum live at Wembley, spelled wrong, in 2016, with no other than Floor. Here we go. are so deep. And I really, oh my God, Flora is just so, her voice is just so beautiful. I love them singing together, Marco and her. It's just so beautiful. Powerful music. It's just so powerful. Okay, let's keep going. So intense. Her voice is just so beautiful, so angelic, and so pure. And you can feel the pain in her voice. And I love the ocean in the background, because Tuomas always talks about being one with the ocean, and like how he is, I forget what exactly he said, but like he's very connected to the ocean, and how music is like the ocean. And I mean, life, right? Like it's deep and it's always moving, and it's so intense, and it's so beautiful and sad at the same time.
raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes, counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first, and give me a death I always longed for. Tuomas was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wanted to be without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Okay. This is absolutely insane. I have chills like everywhere. Like this is so absolutely intense. Oh my god, I can so this is first of all, the lyrics, right, are so intense, and then the music, when it gets like really intense and like fast and dark, it's like the demons talking, and the turmoil, the inner turmoil, I can feel it. I can, you know what I mean? It's like, oh God, it's so intense. It's like absolutely, this is such a powerful, intense song. And I can feel his pain. I can feel his angst. I can feel his just wanting to, All right, guys. And their voices are just, I keep saying intense. That's all I can think of right now. It's like so emotional, so intense, and her vocal is just so powerful. And then Marco's vocals, you can hear. I think he never really liked her anyway. And so it's all like, it's just coming out. It's so authentic. It's insane. Keep going. Okay, this is really intense.
1,000 pages of erased text.
Okay.
The beginning.
This is so beautiful. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That was so intense. Okay. You guys. What are you doing to me? Stop it. Wow, that was so beautiful, and it's so powerful. Music is so powerful, you know. I think Flor did such an amazing job. Really, her voice was so supporting the lyrics. The emotion of the lyrics. It was just so beautiful, and the whole band watching them perform this song. This is like the second longest song they have, right? Besides The Greatest Show on Earth, I think it's longer than this. Absolutely stunning performance and absolutely beautiful song. It's like it's a symphony. It's just so, it's such a journey he's taking us on, and how, you know, I so admire that, because this is a very vulnerable place to be and to share such, you know, experience in life. And artists, that's what we do, right? Like we share, like it's open heart surgery. Sometimes you get to see a lot of, you know, dark sides of someone, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to share that and to be able to receive that, and knowing that you're not alone. We're not alone in this, and heartbreak is like part of life, you know, but it's never easy. And I understand that, like, if a band like on that caliber and that level have come so far, and having to make that decision, it had to be super painful, and it had to feel like this is the end. You know, the many endless nights he spent thinking about this and contemplating it, and, you know, making a decision like that. It's never an easy decision to let somebody go, whether it's like a band or if it's like in a relationship, you know. And then also where it hurts so bad, where you really feel that, oh, and it gets me all emotional again, because, you know, I've been in a long-term relationship, and even with my band, like, I felt, I can't believe I'm sharing that with you guys, but like, I felt like dead when I gave up my band, you know. That was like my life. That was like my baby. And so, and that, I can so relate to that, because that's how I felt. I was like, maybe I'm done. Maybe this is the end, you know. So I can so relate to this song, and I don't think I want to hear it again because it's just it's kind of painful, but it's also cleansing, so that's a good thing. I have nothing else to say. It's just like, I can so relate, and many people who have had bands or have been in relationships can probably relate to that, where sometimes, you know, that stuff feels like the end, and it feels like you want to end it. And I'm so freaking happy knowing that he didn't do it, you know, and that instead he created this beautiful piece of art that is healing, because crying is healing to us. And it was also probably helping him heal, you know, to just like channel this out into art versus actually doing that. And as always, I want to leave you with something positive, and that's my message for you. It's like when you go to hard times, through hard times, and always think of like, how else can I channel that? How can I maybe help someone else? There's a saying like, if you can't help yourself, help someone else. So by him, us being artists, it's, we have an outlet, right? Like if it wasn't for music, if it wasn't for art, I don't know if I would still be here. And I know they feel the same way, because in the letter he even says Nightwish is everything for him, you know. And I can so relate to that. I actually can't believe that it brought me back to that pain. I was actually, after I broke up my band, I was depressed for like at least 3 years. Like I didn't know, I was really lost, because it was my baby, you know. And I mean, but I knew it was the right decision, because I had to end it. It was not fun anymore, and it was not functioning anymore. And I'm so happy that it was just a singer, you know, and it's, when I say just a singer, it's not just a singer, but like somebody in the band. It's like you removed the tumor, you know, and it just, Floor just like is perfect for this band. And I'm so glad she was there at the right time to replace her and to be a permanent member, because to me, even hearing her sing that song, it's like this angel came to rescue Nightwish. That's how I feel when I see that. I have not heard Annette or anything like that actually, but to me, that's what I'm getting from all of this. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Again, my message is for you: channel your pain through art or by helping someone else, so that your focus goes off the pain and off the depression. And sometimes it's also good to just sit with it, you know, to write, to journal, and to let it out, to not internalize it and keep it there, because that's what, you know, it's easy to go to alcohol, substances, drugs, whatever, but it's not a solution, because it's still going to be there, you know. It's not going to get rid of it. What gets rid of it is just by letting it out, by just really releasing it and channeling it through something else. So wow, that was a pretty intense freaking and long video, so I apologize. I may want to hear it again. I want to hear the album version maybe, but that was something that I'm glad I did now, and I heard it, and it really triggered something in me that I guess I still have to heal a little bit from. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. The Nightwish family here is such a family community of beautiful people. I love you guys so much. You're the kindest people that I have met online. I have to say that, because you guys, you know, no matter how many times I've messed up here and there, you're always so kind and forgiving, and I really appreciate that, because we all need more of you. So thank you for being here with me. And it gets me emotional again. So with that said, I better go before I start crying more, because I hate crying in public. I really do. So I'm the kind of person who watches a sad movie with people and then goes to the bathroom and starts crying, but holds off until I go to the bathroom. Love you guys so much. If you haven't yet, subscribe, hit the notification bell, whatever the hell it's called, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know what Nightwish song I should react to next, and let's do something more uplifting. Let's go for that. But I'm glad we did this. I'm so glad to get to know the band better, and I understand so much more now where they're coming from and why a lot of people don't like Tarja. So I understand that now. And that doesn't mean she's a bad person. Everybody does the best they can with what they know, I believe. And it was all meant to be, because otherwise Flo would have never joined the band. So there's always a reason for everything. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. You have an amazing rest of the day, night,